Hi, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened there. We're gonna play some Gran Turismo 2. We're gonna play the whole dang thing, as much as I can at least. I really wanted to do a big Gran Turismo stream at some point, and why not start with, well, not quite the beginning, but a game that built on the original game so much that I figure it's worth a shot. Before we jump over to probably 4 at some point, and then 7, just to kind of show the evolution of the game. Not 6, because I don't have a 3. So I'm not going to do Prologue 5 or 6. I just don't have those. I wouldn't want to do Prologue or Sport anyway. Those aren't real Gran Turismo games. They're just kind of spin-offs. This one's certainly a real Gran Turismo game. This is real as it gets. As you can see in the options, I've disabled the music for copyright reasons. We'll also not be watching the introduction. And if or when I beat the game, we won't be watching the ending. So before we do anything, let's work on some licenses. Let's go ahead and probably get the B and the A license. Hell, that might be the only thing I do today. Who knows? Depends on how it goes, kind of. I was just over, wasn't I? Shit. Alright, got it. And I'm only going for bronzes. I do not give a shit. I'm not trying to do any challenges on license tests, at least not right now. I got the rumble working on my controller. I'm using an X input wrapper with RetroArch on Swan Station, and the rumble seems pretty accurate to my DualShock 4. I'm happy with that. And that won't be a concern for Gran Turismo 4. Hey, almost got silver. Because that game, and that's going to be a ways down the road anyway, but that game runs on Well, I'll run it at PCSX too, which seems to make the DualShock 4 work perfectly. Always has rumble and everything. Works exactly as DualShock 2, basically. I guess the next move after this will be, after I do B&A, we'll go to buy a used car, get our first little beater, a little Japanese car or something, trick it out. It'll be fun. I way overshot that. Should have used the third-person view probably, which I'm going to be doing more of because it looks cool. I usually don't though in this game. I never use third person on Ridge Racer. I think that those games play miserably from third person. But on a lot of other games I do, so it depends on the game. A lot of it has to do with how the game handles the third person camera and how it handles the first person camera. I don't use cockpit cameras very often because they're very poorly handled in most stuff. Ah, nice, just barely did it. One exception would be Drive Club. Drive Club had a really close up to the window camera that was inside the car, and that shit was tight. Tight buttholes, way easier than a typical typical cockpit cam, which are fun to look at but terrible to play from. Those are for replays and shit, not for playing the game, in my opinion. Oh, also, if I'm using a wheel, I usually do not like using a third-person camera. In rare occasions where I get to play a game with a wheel or something, I typically go with a first-person view. Again, it depends on how they handle the camera in relation to the controls. This is a cornering one finally? Yeah. I think I quite get what they want here, but I'm kind of trying to do it. No, didn't quite get it. Don't quite understand it. Also, you'll notice I'm not enhancing this game's graphics at all. There's many ways to do that. If you prefer a much sharper, more modern-looking Gran Turismo, there's ways that you can, even with this particular emulator, like overcome the affine texture warping and things like that. You can make it prettier, but I'm not gonna, because I don't do that. I like these games to look the way they looked when I played them back in the day, as clean as possible, and that's usually what I'm going for. Almost got it that time. I wonder if I would do better in first person. Let's try. There's a million ways to do something, so... Yeah. If I do better in first person, I do better in first person. It's the way it goes. Is this the one I just did? Did I just do this shit? Did I forget to change it? I think I forgot to change it. Let's go ahead and exit this. Yeah. Getting it done. Also, yeah, notice there's a shit ton of dithering all over the screen. Real PlayStation graphics. That's what it looks like. That's how it was. But yeah, you can make the colors blend, have the texture straightened, and then run it in a higher resolution with texture filtering. Have a decent looking game. It's the modeling and render distance, the assets are really quite good in this game. This was a truly visually impressive game at the time that it came out, as was the first one, as was the third one, and the fourth one. Shit. Let's try this from a third-person view. Ooh, okay. Let's try this again. Maybe stick with first person. Barely. That's all I'm looking for, is barely. Barely, and get me the fuck out of here. There's a second chase camera. That's something I should be looking at too. it done in one run. Hell yeah. C's get degrees. That's what you're learning here today, kids. Nice, got that done. Booyah. Hell yeah, save game. For whatever reason, this takes the same amount of time as it does on real hardware, so okay. It could be faster somehow. Maybe there's an option somewhere for that too, I don't know. I probably have all the disk access options set to real speed because games have a lot of problems when you start messing with that shit. They really do. I'll tell you that the PSP emulator, even though like it defaults to having a bunch of fast loading stuff, because there's a lot of PSP games that have genuine like load time problems that affect the game. Yeah, I found that turning it off like fixes a whole bunch of shit that doesn't work in that emulator too. That's the thing. So now I pretty much deal with the load times. Back to dealing with the load times. There's a PSP Gran Turismo game also, but I don't think I'll ever bother to look at that. I mean, maybe. It's not bad or anything. It's just it does not really have a structured campaign mode like this. It's yeah. Okay, some braking tests again. Nope. Much earlier than that, even. Or maybe around 700 and start braking around 800. 750, brake around 850. Try it again. Let's see how it goes. You just gotta find that sweet spot. Once you get it, it's easy as can be. I don't understand how that could be that big of a difference, but it is apparently. Sloppy as can be, not good enough. Almost good enough. Why is it when I start braking just a tiny bit earlier, it's like I'm stuck dead in the middle of the road? But if I wait just a tiny bit later, I'm shooting past the checkers like a bullet. Like it's like a very, very fine line, isn't it? Like a crazy fine line. All right, let's see if we can get this right. I can't believe that wasn't good. I did it so well. I feel like I did it so well. There's no letting off the gas period. I just went straight into it that time. I feel like I did it so well, and I don't know why even that wasn't good enough. Too late. Even though I feel like I did that exactly the same as last time, I braked much, much later. I can't even quite split the hair where that is. This is irritating as fuck. This is really annoying. I'm really bored and annoyed with this part. I want to get past it. You gotta have an A and B to do a lot of basic stuff, though, like beyond the Clubman Cups. This is the first test in A, so I'm a little discouraged right now. I'm hoping everything's cool on this. I don't feel like there's an input delay issue. I don't know what other kinds of issues might exist. It's just not, I'm not feeling this. This isn't working right. I don't usually have this much trouble, I don't think. We'll see though. I'm hating this. I'm sorry. May have made a mistake here. And if it's real bad, I'll just delete the video. I won't pretend like there was no Gran Turismo plan in the first place. This isn't working out though. Kind of hating this. I don't even know what's wrong, man. I've never had this much trouble with this shit, I don't think. I feel like I blasted through these on my Mew like a week ago or two. So like it's not like a trouble point in the game for me or anything. Okay, that's fine. I'll take whatever the fuck. Can we move on, please? I can't believe I had to do that like 20 times. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Sorry about that. Moving on. A2. Hopefully it's not as bad. Brake while turning. Okay, sure, that sounds awful. I'm sure it's the same thing, but with a twist, literally. Oh, was I supposed to break? Hang on, I'm missing the point here or something. I definitely missed the point. Is it a time thing? Did I miss it on time, or do you have to break on a pad here? I didn't see a pad to break on. I saw a finish line. I thought. Oh, yeah, no, there is a pad to break on. Okay. I see now. Gotcha. So I'm coming in way too hot, in other words. I've been just trying to blast through it. I haven't even actually been trying to break really at all until this last time. And I only kind of half-assed it there. Yeah, that's pretty fucking hard to do. Takes some real judgment. Not to do it a million times. There we go. And a little bit better. Gotta just improve a little bit at a time until we get it right. I wish they'd show me a ghost, but I don't know if there's any easy way to do that. Too advanced for this Gran Turismo. There we go. Not too hard. Oh yeah, got it. Faster and faster cars for each of these. Similar turn speed challenges. That's a pretty wide swing. I don't think I'm gonna make this. Maybe for bronze. Bronze is pretty easy to get on one of these turn challenges. Shit. Almost. The NSX. Integra. Okay. Much better. That felt really awkward as fuck, and I'm sure that probably wasn't all that good. But good enough for the bronze, that's all that matters. That's not the car I was expecting to be in. Got it. Neat. Fun spin out at the end. Now we almost got this shit knocked out. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Do you know that's just a straight up propaganda line from the gas industry? It's from their ads. Just barely not good enough. I felt like I did pretty good on that though. That's what sucks. I was kind of pushing some limits in a way. See how it goes. I did better driving in a slightly less risky way, which is interesting. Not what I expected. Weird car. I'm not going to sully this run with a silver, am I? No way. Pure bronze, baby. Oh shit. I was obviously going out. I realized that. It was like, holy shit, I'm going way too fast. Way too fast. Not bad at all. Closer to silver than bronze. Got it done. Was that the final test? It sure was. Look at that shit. Beautiful. Hell yeah, I'm overriding it. Override the fuck out of that shit. Let's go buy a car. I don't think they give you one for free for beating any of those. That's a later Gran Turismo thing. A lot of looking at a black screen while it loads, huh? Okay, stores then. I don't know if I get this whole city thing that they do. Yeah. I have to figure it out. One of these is probably Europe, one of them is probably America, one of them is Japan. The fuck would this be? This is America, south. So west is Europe. Indeed. East is Japan. Indeed. So north is what exactly? Germany. Almost entirely. Well, yeah, Northern Europe, Southern Europe. Is that how they have it split? Or west is Southern Europe? France and something. What is home? Home is just garage, game status, and credits. All right, so we're gonna go to Japan market and buy a used Honda, right? Probably. I've got $10,000. Buy a Prelude VTEC 94 or a Civic CRX if I really want to save money and spend it on tuning, which is probably not a bad idea also. Alternatively, if we went with, say, like a Nissan or a Toyota, what would we be looking at here? Get a cheap Skyline, a real cheap Skyline. That's an interesting entry-level vehicle. I think I'm going to go with that. Oh, you can go up a ways on these, too. You can actually spend all your dough. Oh, maybe that's worth it. Honda didn't have that big of a selection. Toyota did. Or Nissan did. Toyota probably does too. Let's see. No. Not really. I don't have enough money for a Subaru to start off with. That's too bad. I can imagine that a used Daihatsu would be a truly shitty car in this game, wouldn't it? Who the fuck knows, though? I've got to go with one of the Skylines. That feels like the best option. I mean, that just seems like it would be crazy not to just drop all the money on the Skyline, go do some club races with it, and upgrade the hell out of it, right? Skyline GTS? That sounds badass. It's a 91. It's a little. These are older cars, but still. This is the one. This is the vehicle. Now, let us race. Oh, and you know, a lot of people complained about the grind in Gran Turismo 7 when it first came out before it was patched. Far less grind in that game than in this game. Any modern game doesn't have any modern racing sim doesn't have as much grinding as Gran Turismo 1 and 2. And probably even 3 and 4 had in them. You guys have gotten lazy. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else really to say about it. Okay, so we've got ones that don't require licenses and a few that do. All of this stuff requires B&A license basics. So we'll work our way through all that stuff eventually. Let's go ahead and do the club and Sunday cups. Those are great ways to start off, get some money, get some stuff knocked out. I think they reward you with cards when you beat everything in a series too, so we'll get some cards along the way. Hopefully this is a good car to drive and everything's cool. Okay, let's see how this goes. Did I avoid the pit? I hope I did. Yeah. I'm trying to pit. That's one lap down, one to go. Well, maybe coming in too hot here. Yeah. I'll have to do a little catching up. It's a struggle, but I might have to upgrade my car a little bit, and even putting new tires on and stuff, things like that, it can make quite a difference. Just start crushing the competition then. We'll see. Even if I don't come in first, I can at least get a podium finish and get paid. I fucked that up pretty bad, didn't I? Came in way too hot. Now I'm paying the price. Paying the price. Sorry, just basking in the Gran Turismo 2. I really like this game a lot. Of course, that's why I'm playing it again. I play it once every few years, really. It's something I fire up all the time. I usually don't finish a career or anything, just start on it and mess around with it until I'm bored. I don't know if I'll play it all the way through this time or not either. It's a huge game, but I'll probably play a bunch of it until I'm bored or until I'm frustrated. There is some frustrating stuff. Oh, this is version 1.0 also, so there's no way to 100% it. It only goes up to like 97% or something, which is the only thing that they patched, I think, as far as I know, in the updated version. Um, and the reason why is there was some drag racing events that didn't make it into the final game. They didn't correct the percentage count for the events that don't exist. So nothing major, nothing that would even be all that fun to do, in my opinion. Okay, so the white trophy symbol represents gold, I take it. I don't know, man. Where did I even go to? Where is this? Oh, high speed ring, sure. This is a classic Gran Turismo track. And this game and Ridge Racer 4 are definitely the two PS1 racing games that I pick up and replay the most often. They're just fantastic. The original Ridge Racer and Ridge Racer Revolution and the Colin McRae games, probably more so the first one, also get a lot of love around here. I'll probably do some Colin McRae at some point too. That'd be fun. Alright, guys. I'll try and catch up, but you're really putting the mustard on it. We keep the race intense. I wonder if there's a difficulty setting. If there is, I'd like to put it on easy. I suck. I suck at games. We'll check it after this. I'm losing. And they are forming a redneck roadblock in front of me, too. Wow. Dramatic race, huh? Broke out into first at the very last second. That's a good chunk of change. Sure. Probably be on for like another hour, maybe. I don't know. Oh, and probably be doing some Warzone tonight, although I don't know if I'll be streaming that. I didn't stream the last couple. If they're trios, I usually don't stream it. Kelly's been out of town. It's been a lot of cheating and bullshit anyway, you know. Is what it is. Alright, let's back up real quick. Back it up, back it out, back it up. Back it on up. Arcade, 2-player. No, you can't change the difficulty of the simulation mode. The simulation is the simulation. But without a single upgrade, let's continue and see how we keep doing. I've been winning so far. Let's keep doing these. See if we get anything for this Sunday Cup. There's so many races to do in this game, too. It's insane. Alright, Red Rock Valley. This track was new to Gran Turismo 2 and stuck around through about 4, right? I think it's something that's been deprecated because it's too similar to actual raceway that it's been replaced by. There's kind of a fake Nuremberg in here too, so you'll see that. I'm so glad DS for Windows has stepped in here too and given me the vibration. Between that and the analog control, this game feels a touch more modern for sure than anything before it. Well, I guess starting with Gran Turismo 1. I kind of overlooked Gran Turismo 1 a lot. It was a good game, but there's just so much more in this one. It's the same thing, but with way, way more in it, so. Speaking of being deprecated. Pretty bad turn. It seems like it was pretty bad for a lot of people, so I think I'll recover quickly. I might do like a muffler and tire upgrade, or muffler chip and tire, something like that, and then come back and beat this, because I don't think I have much of a chance. I can take corners a lot hotter than the PC, but that's about it. My car's slower than theirs. So in the long run, that's costing me the whole being in a slower car thing. I'm just amazed at how good this game still plays. Like, this is such a fun game, such a great racing simulation. I mean, yeah, they've gotten better, but like, not as much as you think, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, physics and the controls and stuff are really pretty on point here. The only thing missing is the frame rate and the resolution. That's rough. I can't quite catch up. Let's see if I can make these turns work for me. Nope, got pushed out from the inside. I still got the look behind you button. Yeah, okay, second. I'll get paid some at least. Whoopsie. Oh well, don't matter. This is under home. No, what you do is you go to the manufacturer, right? So since I'm driving a Nissan, I go to the Nissan shop, and then I go for tunes. That's not a cheap upgrade. I hope the other stuff I was thinking of is cheaper. Muffler upgrade. Sports level. 1600. Yeah, that's pretty doable. Get that horsepower up a little bit. Gonna do a little more with a racing chip if I can afford it. Nope, that's not where they put those. Put it under computer. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, now I've got just slight tweaks on there. Slightly better tires, a little bit of extra oomph in the engine. Let's see how that works out. They have their own special event too. Every manufacturer has their own special events. I forgot about that crazy shit. Oh, yeah, so if it's not a cup, which represents first place, then it's a number, which tells you what place you got. If you ain't first, you're last. I'm blow past these guys like a fart in a whirlwind. That's why they call me El Diablo, because I'm like one of them Mexican fighting chickens. That's a pretty bad turn, but I think I can recover that fairly easy. Again, I might not be upgraded enough even for this race. I might still have to earn more money, do more, come back, try some Clubman races and see how they compare. Eventually I'll have a good enough machine though. It won't be a big deal. Like I said, this is a grindy, this is a process. You're going to see me processing my way through this game slowly, painfully. Probably second again, looks like. Maybe even third or fourth. If I fall back. Oh, nope, it's going to be second. Just solidly in second. Okay, we'll move on to the next race then. We'll go on to the Clubman Cup and like do some of that. Get some money coming in again, hopefully. Upgrade again, come back, and then we'll kick the shit out of this. So that's not a first place race for me yet. My friends are joking around about Baby Billy. Man, I can't wait for the new season of Righteous Gemstones. That's one of the few shows I really like. It's a good TV show. Baby Billy is the best character on there, and that's a show filled with good characters anyway. That's really saying something. Check that shit out. That's cool. sports brakes too. That's going to be one of the first things I purchase. Lost this race. Terrible circumstances to lose under too. Just got fucked. Got fucked over. Let's try it again. I really wish there was an in-game restart option. I will say the lack of an in-game restart option is really great on almost anyone's nerves. It's fucking obnoxious. You compare you add the load screens in on top of that, and it's a lot to deal with. It gets real annoying. I would like to improve my transmission and my brakes. I think I feel like I need more acceleration and tighter cornering. Those are my biggest problems right now. I feel like the top speed end on this car is probably better, actually, than a lot of the stuff I'm racing. But I'm not getting to that top speed end in any kind of reasonable time. Like, if I could accelerate faster, these two red cars wouldn't be a problem. Particularly this one in front of me, it's getting up to speed so much quicker than I am. But I am, on the top end, I still believe, faster than that car. Alright, I won the dirty tricks. I'm always cool with that, too. Whatever it takes, getting it done. I meant to save and didn't. That's okay, but let's go buy some upgrades. Too many menus. Too many menus. Why there's so many menus? I want sports brakes, but I know I won't be able to afford them. Let's see. Not quite yet. Let's see how this does, though. Oh, damn it. I was doing so well. What a shame. It's a good thing the races are only 2 laps right now, which is nice. So horrible, horrible mistakes like that are at least aren't time consuming. As much as they could be, at least. Really hard to avoid though. That this is with sports sports tires on. We get some sports brakes that really help a lot probably. I'm going to try this race one more time. If it's a problem, we'll go back over to the Clubman Cup, carry on with that. We're going to get the money we need. We're going to buy the sports brakes, and that'll be our next step. And if we have to come back to this one, we will. Got a whole plan here. I plan after doing Gran Turismo 2 is to do a bunch of shooters probably. There's going to be some Sega Saturn stuff in there, maybe Sega CD we haven't done before. Maybe Turbo CD. So yeah, some CD-ROM based console shooters probably. Got some of that stuff coming your way. Then Samurai Warriors for PlayStation 2, I think. Maybe. I've been playing Dynasty Warriors a lot lately on, like, just if I have a half hour before I go to bed or something. I was playing Tetris before that, but I switched it up and I've been just jumping into Dynasty Warriors every now and then, and it's so much fun. I'd love to check out Samurai Warriors a little more. I haven't played as much of it. Same concept though, just, Japanese dynasties instead of Chinese ones. Battling it out. Musou beat 'em up combat on a big open field. Musou is a beat 'em up where you fight ridiculous numbers of enemies on a large open field, simulating a battle. Usually there's a bunch of AI characters on both sides and just kind of a larger scaled combat. Type of game Koei invented and pretty much monopolizes the genre of. I think they invented it at least. There's a few non-Koei Musou games for sure. Like Ring of Fire. That was really well done. Gonna have to clean this up a little bit though. Keep them from getting ahead here. They always do. That was not any better than usual. I almost spun out, in fact, but not quite. I guess that's all I can say for is, hey, at least I didn't spin out. And the race is almost over and I'm in last place, so fuck this. And better brakes and possibly some other goodies, possibly an engine upgrade. Still, that's another $2,000 bucks. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to get the funds. This is something I'm going to be on for a while. So I hope you like Gran Turismo, and if you don't, suck it. Not my fault your taste in games sucks. But yeah, I just did two that were well outside of my normal taste. I did Rocket Knight Adventures and Sparkster, and I thought they were both excellent. Towards the end of the game, you'll get to a part where giant robots fight, and that part sucks, and I can't get through it. But excluding that, that's the very end of the game. If that was at the very beginning of the game, it would be a different thing. Actually, Sparkster on the Genesis, it is at the very beginning of the game, but it doesn't seem to count for anything. But Sparkster on the Genesis is terrible, and that's why I didn't stream it. It just seems like a different and shitty game. So, the Super Nintendo Sparkster seems like a legit sequel to Rocket Knight Adventures, though, and it's great. It's fun. I don't like it as much as the original, but it's still really good. Check them out. This is the one that I said is basically some sort of Nürburgring type track that they got rid of. I think all the tracks on this one are still fantasy. I don't think they have any real life tracks at all yet. I don't know when that starts happening. Maybe around 4. You know what? I take that back. I think Laguna Seca's in this. Maybe a few other. You know, I'm probably wrong about that. I take that back. I think most of the tracks here are fantasy tracks, though. And I don't think anything we've seen so far has been real at all. Get annoyed by that. This guy always seems to find a way to slip ahead just a little bit, doesn't he? Just a little bit all the time. I don't know where this houseboat came from. Or why I'm slipping behind so much now. It's just getting worse and worse, ain't it? Well, I spun out completely. This is a pretty high level of frustration right here. I'm like $500 or $600 short of being able to buy the brakes that I need so that I don't spin out all the time. And it's kicking my ass trying to do it, man. It really is. It's really fucking hard. I'm having a really fucking hard time with it. I need $600. I need a little less than $600 to upgrade my brakes, and hopefully things will turn around after that. But I gotta not spin out or come in last place. That can't happen. I gotta do something here. Just not last place. That's all I'm asking for, man. Just let me come in third or fourth or whatever the fuck, and let's get this over with so I can get some money. Some money in pocket, move on to something. I guess I should just go back to one of the easier Sunday courses and get the money I need. It's probably a huge waste of time. Again, this is a highly grindy, grind-oriented game with grinding as the focus. So you have to go into it with that expectation that you're going to grind the hell out of some game. We're gonna take home for it. That's fine. At least we get paid. We'll go to an easier race and earn some real money. Buy some real parts, come back and show these motherfuckers what's up. Yeah, well, I might even get third or second. Let's see here. Third it is. Yeah, we'd be struggling here. Not saving now. I'm gonna jump in, get my breakup raid, come back. Probably try Red Rock again. If I get paid, if I only get second, we'll go back to first place and grind it, or go back to the first race and grind it for some decent cash. The load times in this game are actually quite short. Like, there's not even a load screen for starting a race, but they're just so frequent. You know what I mean? Like, it's like broken up into a bunch of tiny pieces, I think. You tell they're better brakes because I don't use them as much. That's their defining quality. I do need to be faster though. This isn't fast enough. I gotta do the engine upgrade. And then once I have that, this stuff should be pretty much a cakewalk, I think. pretty close, but I don't think I'm going to quite cut it. Let's see. I might lug my way through this one. I'm not quite as fast as this dude, though, I don't think. I need an engine upgrade. If I was as fast, I'd be catching up on these straights, and I'm just not. I should probably be trying to draft more, but I also want to, like, take the optimum path, and I have no idea what the fuck the computer's doing with its weird-ass pathing. Did it. Nice. Now, are they going to give me a car as a reward? Let's see. Let's see what we get here. This is exciting. Man, I love Gran Turismo 2. I was tempted to start with the first one and just be like, let's play all the Gran Turismos. But now let's hit the high points. These games are really long. Oh, man. Look at all that cash. Yeah. Here we go. I'll be on Warzone at like 7 Central. I don't know if we'll be streaming that though. I'll be wrapping this game up here in 20 or 30 minutes. Not playing much more. Just gonna upgrade my car, maybe try that out. Poking around on it. We're gonna get through a bunch of stuff on this though. We're off to a ripping start in the Skyline. Probably as good of a vehicle to start in as any. What's the event like here? R34. Mine's an R32, so I'm not even. But it is a GTR. But it's probably not a good enough one. I don't know. I'm not going to look into manufacturer events until much later, if at all. That's special. That's a special car they're selling? A race car? Yeah. Look at that shit. Now, these menus run at a higher resolution. I think they're in like 480i or something. They look really good compared to... The in-game graphics are a lot chonkier, but still looks really good for its time. That's too expensive. That doesn't do much for the money. I think what I want is either... Is this a non-aspirated car, or is it a turbo car? Is there a non-aspirated upgrade? Yeah, there is. They don't tell me how much I get for it or how much it costs. Oh, because it's not available. This is a turbocharged car. I should upgrade the turbo. That's a massive upgrade. This is gonna be badass. Alright, let's do this now. Time to race, motherfuckers. I didn't get anything for beating all the Sunday Cups. I think maybe these other challenges, though, give you stuff that's appropriate. We'll see. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how they like this. Much like an action RPG, it's exciting in these games to upgrade and then go in there and like use the extra power, flex it, flex that shit, get your loot. Really trying to bully me into a spin out there. Didn't happen, but may have lost the race because of it. Don't know. Don't know if I can turn that around real quick or not. Still a lot of lap left, probably. I may get second anyway, though. It feels like I'm still missing a little something to win. A little bit of something this car needs. I'm gonna say probably a weight reduction. That's right, you bastards. That is right, you bastards. $6,000. Heck yeah. Then we got one more race in the Clubman Cup. Alright, the large roam circuit. Roam if you want to. Roam around the world. Interesting. Really beefed it there, didn't I? I don't know if that's so bad that I'm going to lose automatically because of it, but definitely not a good turn of events. Yeah, rolling into lap 2 looking like shit. Let's see how things go. Last place. Can we turn that around? That'd be a hell of a thing, wouldn't it? I wouldn't say I was ever really coming close this round, so when I lose this one, it's not going to be a surprise. If I somehow don't lose it, it'll be a surprise, but I don't see that happening. I'm definitely missing something here. Like, my vehicle's somehow not good enough for this. I don't think it's just my driving. We're lacking something here. We're lacking a key piece. Probably the weight downgrade. And if that's not enough, maybe even level 2 of the engine upgrade. I don't know. I'll keep going here though for a little bit. Probably got another race or 2 left in me. It's actually a lot of fun, so that's definitely some money. I can't believe I got second. I did so much worse than even that reflects. That's pretty steep. That's a little more than I was expecting. Go deal with the engine. That's expensive as well. That's not so bad. It doesn't give me a whole lot, but it's probably worth it. Displacement. That's a little too pricey. That would be a good upgrade as well, though. Alright, let's get back to the race. Try it again, see how it goes. Do more upgrades if we need to. You know how it goes. I wonder if there's something I could do to slightly improve my acceleration too, like get a flywheel or something. Carbon rod. I should look into those parts. My braking, it still uses something to be desired. That's such a well executed turn for me. I wasn't proud of myself. I think I'm still getting second place, but hey, at least I took one turn really well, and that was cool. Not this time, however. This time I managed to fuck it up completely. Completely. Not only in 6th place, but like by a big measure. Oh man, that's bad. I don't think there's any recovering that. That's a fucking devastating blow. That was the killing blow. I took that turn pretty well, but it doesn't matter because I've lost all my lead that I had. Fucking up earlier. I might still be able to win this by luck. Yeah. Well, all right. I'm just curious to see if I can handle one of these front. What is this? Rear-wheel drive. Do one of the rear-wheel drive races, and if it seems cool, I'll probably be able to blow through all those later with this car. And I think that will actually give me a reward car. After that, I should look into the Japanese Nationals and see if this car can handle that too. I don't think it can, but I don't know what's recommended there. I have no idea, to be honest. But I'm probably only going to do like one more race. One more race. Oh, you need international licenses to do those. I've got the A, but it says 295 horsepower is what's expected. Yeah, these are way beyond what I'm ready to do. I'm really curious. What are these like? Exceeds. So you'd have to have something shittier. Huh, I'm really gonna have to think this out. I wonder. Requires international. Hey, it looks like we're gonna be doing a lot of international cup stuff soon, huh? Gonna be doing a lot of licensing here on our next run. Doesn't look like there's anything fun or interesting to do at all without the licenses. It's looking pretty shitty, in fact. I wonder how bad this is. Let's try it. I'm pretty under spec. I'm at about 260 and it's recommended for up to 295. Not crazy under spec, so maybe this will be alright. I did that. I did that. New car acquired. So that's probably something pretty big. We're gonna do these international licenses and shit and get all that knocked out here soon enough too. But that's all for another time. This has been a lot of fun. I may do a Warzone stream tonight. It's kind of iffy. Could go either way. I'll be playing Warzone tonight, regardless. Anyway, yeah, it's Gran Turismo 2. 2 hours down, a few hundred to go. I'll be back with more of this soon.